I don't understand a recession. It wasn't until last year I found out that you could go into your bank and say, can I withdraw my cash? And they could go, no, we ain't got it. Sorry? No. I've got £50,000 saved. You ain't. Well, where is it? Don't know. Well, have you checked the vault? It's empty. What was the point of that? You might as well have kept it in a drawer, you spotty little twat. I hope you enjoy the show. This is nearly the end of the UK leg of the tour. Then I'm off to America to finish that off. And then I'm doing the rest of the world. It's going to be the first world comedy tour. And then I'm going to enter Britain's Got Talent. Because, that's when the career really... Look at Susan Boyle, if you can. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. Oh. Shocking. Be fair, though. Because usually in the music industry, it's all about image, isn't it? You can't just have a great voice and a great talent. You've got to be young and thin and trendy and pretty. And she's turned all that on its head. Although I think it's the same powers of image, just working in reverse with her. Because I don't think she has got a great voice, actually. I think she's fooled a lot of people. It's sort of like mock opera for people who don't know any better. But I don't think she'd be where she was today if it wasn't for the fact that she looked like such a fucking mong. He said mong. Yeah, he did. Yeah. You can't say mong. You can, it's fucking easy. It's one of the easiest words to say. It's like, mong, and it's like, you just need lips. Even mongs can say it. That's part of the beauty of the word. They don't consider it a perk, I'm sure. But why does he get away with it and no one else can? Ban him from the telly. Good luck. And even if they do ban me from the telly, I'll just go around and shout mong through their window. I care about it that much. It's just words, and there is no better word to describe Susan Boyle. When she first came on the telly, right? When she first came on the telly, I went, is that a mong? You all did. You all did. And you're meant to. Like the judges hadn't planned that, didn't they? They knew her in rehearsal. They knew that was going to happen. They knew the headline was going to be, oh, voice of an angel, face of a mong. And they were right, and we all fell for it, you know? And I don't mean she has Down syndrome, by the way. No, that would be offensive. That word doesn't mean that anymore. It's far removed from that. We don't use that word to describe that condition. What about the derivation? Never mind the derivation. Words change. When I came here tonight, I called you all cunts, remember? That used to be an insult, but now it's a term of endearment. So, words change. Okay, let's get on with it. No one wants to be here all night. Now listen. You can have too much of a good thing, like heroin. What? Although too much heroin is death, basically. What's up with him? Too much. Was it good? It was lovely, but just too much. That's the thing, kids. Try anything once, sure, try it. But know this about heroin. You go, oh, go on, I'll have one. I'll have one heroin. Go on, that's right. Oh, just have the one. Oh, that's just... Oh, that's fucking lovely. Give us... I can't just have one. They're like hobnobs. Or serial killing. That's surprisingly Moorish. You think, oh, I'll just do one heinous crime. I love all that. I'll just go out. You go out, tooled up, and you chop someone up. And don't just kill them. If you're a serial killer, kill them, fuck them, eat them. Right? In that order. At least have a thing. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to see you on telly in 10 years' time going, oh, why'd you do it? Oh, Ricky Gervais told me to try heroin and be a serial killer. Oh, what did you do? I just killed him. Well, you didn't fuck him and eat him? No, get out of my fucking courtroom. So... And you go, well, I've done that. Get rid of all the body parts. Well, not all of them. Keep a bit for later. What? Oh, well, Jesus Christ. Oh, maybe you shouldn't mix alcohol with painkillers. Right? It just seemed like a waste, right? And, you get home and you go, right, I've done that, I'll never have to do that again. Before you know it, you're back down B&Q with a brand new claw hammer going, oh, fuck me, here we go again. So, just be warned. Okay, let's get on with it. The show is quite long, but not as long as when I saw Ken Dodd at the Open Air Theatre in Regent's Park. And I left after 2.5 hours during the interval, okay? He did 5 hours. I mean, he was 75 then. 5 hours of stand-up comedy. I can't even fucking stand up for 5 hours these days. And he bounced out. I mean, I went along somewhat ironically, but he is a legend. We got there, and I went along with my girlfriend, and we were the youngest by about 30 years, I think. Everyone else was like in their 70s, and they must follow Doddy around, and they knew they were in it for the long haul. They'd come in cagoules and pack lunches, right? And I don't know if you've been to the open-air theatre in Regent's Park, but it's like this, but without a roof, obviously. It's got a stage show and lights, and it's got fixed seating, okay? It's sort of like amphitheatre seating all the way around the outside, and there's nothing in the middle. They've just left that wild. You can't sit there. It's just like I want to say grassy knoll, but I'm not sure I know what a knoll is. I've only ever heard that when people are talking about the Kennedy assassination. I assume it's a hillock, but they didn't want to say hillock when a president's had his brain shot out because it's vaguely comical, isn't it? You go, the president's been shot. Oh, what, from where? A hillock? Of what? So they say knoll. And they go, oh, so you go, oh no, who shot him and what the fuck's a knoll? It adds to the mystery. Anyway, so I looked down and I realised that one person, I use the term loosely, had sort of sat there, okay, and the security had let her and people were ignoring her. I thought, anyway, she was a bit, and oh my God, she was, I'm trying to be politically correct tonight. I'm trying to avoid the phrase fat mental bird, but that's what she was. Why do people use euphemisms like that? They go, like they're trying, but you've said it. We know what you've said mental. In fact, you've said it so more people can understand. The deaf and foreigners can understand what you're saying now. And they don't want to say fat anymore. They use euphemisms for fat. They don't want to say fat because it's a derogatory term. It's not, it's descriptive, okay? They say things like, oh, you know Brenda? No? You know Brenda. But big girl. What, 7 foot? No, not tall. But big, what does she look like? Oh, but, you know, she's clammy even in winter. Just say fat. You know Brenda. She's out of breath just standing up at her desk. I've been accused in the past of having a go at fat people. I've never had a go at fat people. I've only ever pointed out the scientific fact that you get fat, you put on weight, you put on a subcuticle layer of fat if you take in more calories than you burn off. That's indisputable, okay? I don't judge them in any other aspect of their life, but they got fat because they took on more calories than they burn off, okay? And they knew that is what was happening. No one ever got fat behind their own back. No one ever went, huh? What the fuck's that? No one's creeping in to thin people's apartments and injecting their lettuce with 1 million calories, okay? So they're doing it. They're doing it with their own free will, and they know that's what's making them fat, okay? You see a fat person surrounded by puddings, right? You go up to him and go, Frank, you know what's making you fat? He doesn't go, is it all the running? He knows it's... So all I'm saying is, you get fat if you eat too much, and you know that's what's happening. But I don't judge them in any other aspect of their life. I don't make value judgments in any other corridors of their existence. If I see a fat person, I don't go, oh, he's fat, therefore he's probably jolly. A lot of them are miserable. If I see a fat girl, I don't go, oh, she'd be pretty if she lost weight. That's rarely the case, so don't... A lot of them started eating because they had fuck all to lose, if I'm being... I don't want any fat people to feel uncomfortable at one of my gigs, so next time, buy 2 seats. Right? I'm joking. And usually urban myths start with, oh, a friend of mine, right? Not this one. He said, I was wanking the other day, lads. Go on. He said, I was on my bed at home, and I was naked. And I had my eyes shut, and I was listening to music, I had the headphones on. And when I'd finished, I opened my eyes, and my mum had been in and left me some tea and biscuits. David? Death? Oh dear. There's my firstborn. Whacking away like a little monkey, isn't he? Very proud of him, very proud of him. If he carries on like that, he's going to come. I better leave this so he knows his mother saw him. think of that. Your mother walking in on you furiously masturbating. The other way round is worse. But we believed that at the time. I think he believed it. He told me another story, which I have no reason not to believe. He said his brother was going for a job interview and he had to change trains at Crewe. And he was on the platform of the train and he shat himself. As you do. Just filled with diarrhea. And he thought, oh, fuck. And he had to make the interview. So he had 10 minutes to the train, and he looked across, like, saw Millets. So he squelched over to Millets and went in and went, quick, mate, Levi's 36. Right, okay, got the bag, made the train, went straight to the toilet, locked himself in, put the bag down, took his trousers off, took his pants off, poked him out the window, covered, cleaned himself up, flushed it all away, opened the bag. It was a jacket. Oh. And when he told us that, we were going, oh, fuck, what would you do? What would you do? What would you do? And my mate Bob, trying to be cool, went, just cut the corners off the carrier bag. Oh, you're going to still make the interview then? Brilliant. Morning. Oh, that. Shat myself. What's the pension scheme like? I remember when I wasn't a kid. I was about 25. Me and my girlfriend, I'd met this other couple. They'd moved down from the north, okay? And they used to come in the place where I used to work, and we had a couple of drinks with them. And then one day they invited us to a party, and we went along. And one, it was a dinner party. They hadn't warned us about that. But two, it was with their parents, both sets of parents, their grandparents, and some great aunts and uncles that would come down from the north to see how they were getting on. So average age of about 85, right? And I think we were an afterthought. They thought, oh, we got no one there our own age. Oh, what, that Ricky and Jane, invite them. So I came along, and we're still sort of getting to know them. And as I say, I always just do, muck around and make up jokes and see if I could, us Brits, we use humour all the time. Two Brits meet, and it's the first one to get a gag out, okay? Whether it's irony, satire, silliness, we use it as a sword and a shield and a medicine, but mostly as a getting to know you. Are you like-minded, okay? So I told this joke. I started off lightly, in case they didn't like that sort of thing. I said, why did the little girl fall off the swing? Because she had no arms. Yeah, right? Okay, sweet. And they laughed. A little bit louder than that. There was only two of them, so thanks, right? So I thought, okay, they get it. They like that sort of thing. And, you up the ante a little bit. And I told this joke. Oh, okay. Then we have a little drink. Start the car? Right. I told this joke. I made sure the old people couldn't hear. Right. Father, sitting at home, reading the paper. His little girl comes running in. She's only 6. Hello, dear. Hello, Daddy. What have you been doing then? Been playing in the park. Oh, with your friends? Yeah, until the man came along. Until the man came along? Yeah, a man came along, and he asked my friends to leave, so it was just me and him. Darling, come over here. Come over. Whatever happened, none of it was your fault, okay? But tell Daddy every detail. What happened, darling? What happened? He took me behind a wall so no one could see what we were doing. Oh, God, darling, and then what happened? He took my dress off. Oh, God, darling, what happened then? What happened then? He took his thing out. Oh, God, what happened then, darling? Nothing, that was it. Oh, we'll make something up. Don't tell anyone that. I want it to be a surprise. So I told that joke, and I carried on. We're getting a bit drunk, and I'm telling more jokes. Eventually, we sat down about 10:15. They'd put two sort of kitchen tables together, and the host sat at either end, and they sat me in the middle, opposite this very sweet but very deaf sort of 80-year-old man. So the conversation was a bit stilted. And after about 20 minutes, Ian, one of the hosts, pipes up and says, "Oh, tell that joke." "What?" And all the old people go, "Oh, we love jokes." "Do you?" I looked at Ian, he went, "He'll be fine." I went, "Okay." And he sort of got on with his conversation. I went, "Oh, they're all like that. They're all sweet old faces." I went, father, sitting at home reading the paper, his little girl comes back, told the whole joke, got to the bit, "We'll make something up." And they went, silence. I looked at Ian, he went, "Not that one!" Once, right, and he must have been 17 at this time, he went on holiday with his family, and he put a crab in a pint of lager, right? Because I told him, as a joke, that when a crab's pissed, it walks forwards. And when he came back, he was so smug, he went, "You're talking shit, Gervais." I just remembered another story, actually, about bestiality. Just one more. A friend of mine, she's a nursery manager. And part of her training, she had to do lots of little placements for one day, and she went to a sort of geriatric home. And she was sitting in on this meeting, and this middle-aged woman brought in her dad. She was about 50, and he was about 85. And so she's sitting on this, like, just going, "Oh, God, this is incredible." And the woman said, quite sad, really. She said, "This is not funny." She went, "Oh, this is my father. He walks around naked, and we'd like him to come and live here now because it's getting a bit of a problem because I've got, teenage children. And my daughter walked in on him earlier in the week, and he likes to fry up bacon and rub it on his genitals so the dog licks them." And the bloke in charge said, "Is this true?" And he went, "If she says so." If she says so. I mean, that's it, you're done, aren't you, little sweet old man? But the first thing I thought of when she told me that, I said, "Why did he cook it first?" What sort of fussy dog is that? So he got to my, "Oh, they're out, right, there you go, look at the dog going, what? Look it. No. What do you mean, no? I'm not licking your balls, you lick yours, can you lick yours? No, well then, cook it." Okay. All right? Yeah. Oh. Streaky.